Greetings guests and subscribers to the channel. In this video I want to touch on our favorite topic, about reindeer, cuckolds and modern goddesses with mileage. On the expanses of YouTube, I have seen a lot of activity on the channels and a huge number of subscribers. It is on those channels where different psychologists, gurus, coaches, tell men and young guys addicted to women's pussy. How to properly please a woman. How to get her attention. How to properly lick her pussy. How to fight her depression. What gifts to give her and for what holidays. What perfume is better to use to please a woman. And so on and so forth. Especially popular channels, where all these wisdoms taught by a woman. The activity of stags and cuckolds is just off the charts. If she blogs in a blouse with deep cleavage, with naked hooves, and periodically shows what color her bikini is. Stags and cuckolds splatter saliva on the screen, and not just saliva. You can tell by the comments they write, "You are beautiful. You are divine. I would marry you. I would lick you," and so on. Reading comments like that makes me involuntarily gag. And these degenerates think that this whore can teach them the right things and give them good advice. With the woman gurus everything is clear, it's not even worth talking about them. But it's worth talking about male gurus and pickup trainers. If they do it for profit, it's at least not fair and mean to men. Because it doesn't work. There are so flawed deer who are willing to pay money and buy various paid trainings on seducing women. But as the saying goes, Locke is not a mammoth, it will not become extinct. Imagine the situation. Some pimply nerd will look at these pickup gurus, will buy a course on seducing women from them. Starts to try to apply them in practice. Naturally, he will receive rejections and ridicule from women. At best, he will cry and forget about pickup forever and go as usual, to fuck his hand. And some idiot cannot withstand the stress of women's rejection, and climb into the noose. I once watched a blog by one of these chorus where this creature was explaining following things to guys. Why the creature? Let me explain. This creature said that a man is a man only if he has a woman. According to him, if a man does not have a woman, then he is not a man. How did this stinking organism come to this opinion? One can only guess. That is, according to him, if a man does not have a woman around his neck, he is not a man. If a man does not fulfill a woman's desires and does not have constant access to her pussy, then what is he? A vacuum cleaner, a helicopter, maybe a seal or a penguin. I wonder what Leonardo da Vinci, Isaac Newton, Nikola Tesla would say about that. The greatest men, who were above shoving a part of their body into an obscure hole. This piece of shit wants to say that these outstanding personalities, who made their name famous for centuries, are not men. Can you imagine the wretchedness of this creature? What paradigm he lives in? If there is a woman you are a man, if there is no woman you are a penguin. I wonder what he thinks he is. When he doesn't have a woman. Although, someone like him will always find some heel to crawl under. That's probably why he always feels like a man. The sad thing is, a lot of people feel the same way he does. I see a lot of young guys walking with the object of their adoration and worship, holding hands. I see their eyes directed at this object, which is popularly called a girl. But which in fact is not a girl. We know that a girl is an immaculate being who hasn't had a dick in her yet. But a girl who has already had a dick is a woman with mileage. In the eyes of these guys looking at these women, I read, "You are my light. You are the light of my eyes. You are my goddess. Only with you do I feel like a man." They can't even imagine that there is life without a woman, who needs to be worshipped. And that life is much brighter and more colorful. Their life, and the life of the character I was talking about earlier, is so depressing and revolves around a woman's pussy. It's even easier for them to believe there's life on the moon or in the sun, than it is to believe that there is life without a pussy. They are so immersed in that pussy that they leave only their lips sticking out of it. Anecdote. A man is asked, "What do you like most in life?" I like smoking. Even in my sleep Lee would smoke. What else do you like? Also, he says, I like to fuck. Eld fuck day and night. Eld hide in there completely, just leave my lips outside. Why would you leave your lips out? They asked him. I like to smoke. So these gurus, teachers, and coaches get in the pussy and teach young guys how to be cuckolds like them. You have two choices: the life of a stag and a cuckold addicted to a woman's pussy. Or the life of a free and independent man, who does what he wants and doesn't depend on rotten public opinion. Therefore, if you are not a bad guy, whom women run after themselves, and you do not have a natural gift of seduction, pickup training is not going to help you. The best option, go to the red light street to pick up a hooker half your age and get everything the same, even better. Cheaper, faster and of higher quality. And most importantly, without brain damage, without obligation or remorse. It is necessary to understand that the difference between a whore from the red light street and a modern goddess in quotes, is not significant. It's unclear which one of them has more mileage. You don't need to know that, you only win on all counts. So don't listen to the teachers of deer and cuckolds and what modern goddesses with mileage are trying to feed you. Be thoughtful and sensible men. Courage and self-respect come first. Hugs to everyone. Lifted. Cried. Bros. Thanks for watching.